Heavenly Father, please help us. Please help us to be safe. I'm thankful for Jeremy and his willingness to be brave.
From the State Operations Center at Cal OES headquarters just outside Sacramento today, day 6 of this operations center being operated 24/7 in response to the wildfires that have affected both Northern and Southern California as of last week. And I'm joined by Brandy Richard with FEMA. We're going to...
Pistol 1-1. I'm picking up a threat detection northwest of my position. Air transit corridor, Whiskey, Tango.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball here, but I would not be surprised if there were more fires. Obviously.
Pistol 1-1, ELIN activity. Search sector Delta Hotel 20.
Pistol 1-1 copies. On it.
Activating SAR. Target identified.
Pistol 1-1, you are clear to engage.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball here, but I would not be surprised if there were more fires. Obviously.
Or the HELAD solid-state laser weapon.
And we're learning as we go. But we're in a new normal. We're in a drought that will continue. Now, whether you technically call it a drought, that's a matter for the weather people. But I would suspect there'll be more fires to come. And more fires each year for a very long time, because it's going to be a while before we shift the weather back to where it historically was.
Weapons away, 25 seconds to impact.
And more fires each year for a very long time, because it's going to be a while before we shift the weather back to where it historically was.
Pratt & Whitney PW545B turbofan engine. The Avenger combines jet speed with range and endurance, lower observability, internal weapons bay for integrating multiple weapons, sensors, additional fuel, or the HELAD solid-state laser weapon. The HELAD solid-state laser weapon.
We have a forest management task force to do planned burnings to thin out the forest. There's also, there are a number of things, both in warning and having enough trained personnel, being ready. So there's lots of practice. People are doing everything they can. But nature is very powerful, and we're not on the side of nature. We're fighting nature with the amount of material we're putting in the environment. And that material traps heat, and the heat fosters fires, and the fires keep burning. So that's where we are.
Or the HELAD solid-state laser weapon.
It is one of the largest master plan communities in the state. 11,000 new homes will be built in the city of Lathrop. As KCRA 3's Melinda Meza reports, the population in Lathrop would more than double.
Construction is underway. These are the first of thousands of homes going up as part of the River Islands community. It's right along the San Joaquin River in Lathrop.
We're really thrilled.
Project manager Susan Deloso says this project was 25 years in the making.
Certainly puts Lathrop on the map. And this is a very highly amenitized project. We have 18 miles of river frontage. We have 400 acres of lakes in the middle of the project. So it really has an upscale feel to it, which I think will help the city of Lathrop overall.
With 11,000 homes being built here in River Islands, the population in Lathrop will more than double. In fact, it will increase by 150%. Lathrop city engineer says the growth will also attract businesses to the city.
About 5 million square feet of office and retail, and an extensive amount of recreational facilities.
With one school already built here, the project will add 8 more.
We're very impressed.
This couple from the Bay Area came to see the new community.
We're actually, for this area, one of the nicest I've seen.
When the master plan is complete, River Islands will bring in 20,000 jobs, 35,000 residents, 9 schools, and 3 fire stations.
It's just been a long time in coming. I think there are a lot of people that don't believe it's real yet. So hopefully when they come out and see the models, they'll understand it's finally here.
In Lathrop, Melinda Meza,
And we will have to mitigate. And the Forest Task Force is moving in that direction, but I think in the years to come, you're going to see a lot more expenditure on prevention and adaptation and helping people avoid these kind of fires.
Assuming swarm formation.
Landing 26, bogey 110, 25,000 feet, heading 206.
Striker 40, target area is clear. Landing 26, engaging bogeys north 60 miles.
On that topic, you mentioned the budget. Can you talk about, do you think there's going to be much of an impact on this year's budget given the growing...
Weapons armed.
Jammers on.
Jamming.
Targets destroyed.
Striker 40 on final.
For the 5th day in a row, this room has been staffed around the clock as local, state, and federal leaders continue to respond to 3 major wildfires still burning in California. There are over 8,000 firefighters currently fighting fires throughout the state, and that includes hundreds of mutual aid firefighters from 9 states across the country. To date, over 209,000 acres have burned. Close to 250,000 Californians have been evacuated since these fires began last week. Here's the latest on the 3 largest fires currently burning in California.
Sam 1, bullseye, 330, 15 miles. Flying headlights. Headlights on. Engage.
Targets identified.
Clear to engage. Laser on.
You're starting with the Camp Fire in Butte County, now the most destructive fire in California state history.
Or the HELAD solid-state laser weapon.
The Camp Fire has now burned over 113,000 acres, containment up slightly to 25%. More than 6,700 structures have been lost in this fire, with now 29 fatalities. 2 fires continue to burn in Southern California. The Woolsey Fire, covering both Ventura and Los Angeles counties, now closing in on 100,000 acres. Containment still at 20%. More evacuations around the Woolsey Fire today, as some 57,000 structures are still threatened.
Target captured. Lazy.
And firefighters do continue to make good progress on the Hill Fire in Ventura County. Containment up again, now to 80%. Extremely dangerous fire conditions, though, will remain through Wednesday, so residents are urged to remain on alert and heed evacuation warnings immediately if told to do so. Air quality will remain poor across much of the state due to the smoke.
Or the HELAD solid-state laser weapon.